You will never be happy, nor should you be. I know, I'm a riot at parties. I mean, really, there are endless videos, blogs, and articles on how to be happy, but nobody really gets a hold of it. With something that comes and goes so easily, doesn't that imply that maybe being happy isn't exactly the goal and there is something else? I've seen other videos take on it, but I wanted to throw my hat into the ring, so to speak. Talk about why being happy is such a deceptively hard thing, and if that isn't the goal, then what is? We're gonna take a look at the psychological and scientific reasons why being happy is such a hard thing and how we can combat it if you're so persistent about this whole happiness thing. So shall we? And I am using the word combat for a reason, because it doesn't just move in one direction on and on to infinity and beyond. We've all had that moment in our lives where we felt pretty much invincible. Our first paycheck, first time driving a car, first flight, first day out of the country. But soon as just barely a bit of time has passed and the high of the moment tapered off, you were left with simply the now. Still a remnant buzz, but much more mellow, almost stable. At that moment you experienced hedonic adaptation, the destroyer of joys. No matter how high you fly, it will make sure you crash back at, ground zero. So that means that whatever new environment you put yourself in, no matter how fantastical or magical it may be, it won't make you permanently happy. But on the other side of that is that nothing will make you permanently sad either. Like we said, it goes in both directions. It's why you hear sayings like time heals all wounds. It doesn't really, just makes you forget all about the pain. No experience permanently affects you emotionally. Sure, the experiences may change you, and that's what happens with every experience that you have through your life. You will always be changed by those for as long as you live, really. But we all somehow tend to forget that part. I think we all have it in our minds that when we reach 30, 35, 40 years old, we're there, gonna be the same person for the rest of our lives. But that isn't the case either. Sure, our perception is like that, but it isn't reality. That perception in itself is called the end of history illusion. But that can add to how slippery and elusive the idea of happiness can be, because in our minds we think that as soon as we reach X point, that's it, we're happy now. And since we'll never change, we'll always be happy. That's how this game should be. But since we in fact do change almost constantly, the thing that we think will make us happy also changes with us. What's the point then? Is everything already out of our control? Do we have no choice in how things turn out for us, and that every goal that we think will bring us happiness is ultimately meaningless? Take a deep breath. That isn't true either. And neither should you think that, because a vital component of happiness is understanding that you do have autonomy and influence over your outcomes. I'll give you an example right here, just bear with me and do it. Lift your right hand up. See, if I didn't tell you to do that, it would have never happened. And if you do it again and again and again, your right arm would eventually be more muscular than your left. You just caused a change in reality, a physical, measurable change. And the great thing is that it's equally true in near limitless scale. You just need to orient yourself towards the right actions and the right plans. Trying one thing after another, even if you have to do them for free. That's how you figure it out. Here, I'll give you an example. This wasn't a self-development editing business channel at first. It was a gaming channel, believe it or not. Then I tried singing videos for a while. Then I tried game development videos for a bit. I even wrote art video scripts for a while. I eventually landed on this because it was flexible, adaptable, and it was a legacy that I didn't mind having. And that's the type of thing that you should find for yourself as well. Well, professionally and creatively, I mean. Hey, if all of what I said before didn't help you at all, then you can arm yourself with one last thing. That really, happiness is a choice. I mean, I've lived and grew up all my life so far in a third world country. But there is still happiness to be found in that. In being able to see the once in a while beautiful scenery, being able to move your body and limbs healthily without any real problems, being able to breathe unassisted. And even if burdened with debt or a crisis happening in your life right now, still having the faculties to hope and believe in a better tomorrow. And with that, we are finally at the end of the video. If you enjoy these philosophy, science type of melds and you're still looking for reasons to be happy, then if I may offer, I have a video right here about the value of beauty. If this was useful to you, I'd appreciate a subscribe so I can do more stuff like this. And if you need an editor, I have my email in the description along with a free LUT pack that you can use to really spice up your work. And with that, don't forget to smile. It'll make you feel a lot better. Bye.